some sounds. Hi, it's Jeanette. Let's walk together. We are in Sarasota today. This is the corner of Main Street and Palm Drive. Today I thought I'd walk over to Bayfront Park and take a walk with you in the park. I love walking along the water. Hopefully this isn't too windy. I've got my microphone on, so that should help with the sound. Bakery across the street, galleries on this side, jewelry stores. It's a nice town. Breaking Wave Coffee. So part of the reason that Sarasota became a city was its prolific fishing. The fishing was great with early settlers. I tend towards history that I find particularly interesting, and I don't necessarily find all of it to be my favorite stories. So I'm going to jump to 1900. These guys, the people of Sarasota, pioneers really, without air conditioning or cars, or, the pioneer times. Challenging in Florida. Here comes something, an ambulance or something. Part of what I try to share is the sense of place. And that's certainly a part of it. It's a windy morning. Press the button for the stoplight and the walk sign. This across the way from me is Bayfront Park. Marina Jack is the name of the biggest restaurant that's still here after several hurricanes the last 2 years. It's been a challenge down here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. This is a big road, and it's kind of a ring road. .41 is the number. So we're heading to the Bayfront Park. So as I was saying, the history that I particularly like is history that, connects to me somehow. In the case of Sarasota, it doesn't connect until about 1900 with Bertha Honore Palmer, who was a Chicagoan you'd recognize perhaps, depending on where you are, the name the Palmer House, the hotel, which she and her husband owned. She became a widow quite young, and after spending a decade or two in England, she came down here and ended up owning 90,000 acres, I think. So, the wealth is astonishing, but also she was philanthropic and invested in the arts. And it is kind of still today a pretty artistic community. Sarasota Recreational Trail. There's a couple levels. We'll go up on the sidewalk too. The Marina is, fairly decent sized. Here's Marina Jack's, the restaurant I was talking about. What a cute dog. Hi, cutie.
I love your outfit.
Oh, thanks. Somebody's up on the roof over there at Marina Jack's. It's a cute, cute dog. Reminded me of a couple of mine. So, anyway, Bertha was influential and instrumental in building up Sarasota as a community. Also, I guess during the Civil War, um, the people here did not particularly have an interest in seceding, which much of the South wanted to do. And so they sort of fought, but they were, in those days, it was such a separate world. This iconic statue is what I'm headed over to. It's not from here. The title of the statue, you might recognize it from a photograph. I think that was taken in New York. Unconditional surrender, profound joy, portrayed in this sculpture, prompted by spontaneous surrender of the Japanese, thus ending World War II, August 14th, 1945. Among the celebrants in Times Square in New York City, which is where the actual photograph was taken, were a United States sailor and a nurse embracing amidst the multitude of joymakers. The merriment expressed the pride and relief of the military and the home front to have been part of the great victory despite the 11 years of unemployment and hardships of the Great Depression, 4 years of horrific war, losing loved ones, the rationing of food and gasoline, and the war production duties endured by the home front. This group is called the Greatest Generation, which is a title they well deserve. This celebrated moment in the history of our nation prompted preeminent American sculptor J. Seward Johnson to create this sculpture, which he named Unconditional Surrender. Proud veteran of World War II, Jack Coran bought the sculpture and gave it to Sarasota, donated it to the city. They also have a wonderful copy. Okay, so it's from 2006. They have a great copy of Michelangelo's David, with the other person who is noted with Sarasota, which is the Ringlings. This was their winter home of the circus for a long time. We'll head back down on to the bayfront. I'd like to walk to a little island they have further on down with an art project there right now. You can just see it in the distance. So it's the bay, it's not the open ocean, it's not quite to the Gulf yet. So it's an easy place to get in and out with your boats. Lots of boat rides, evening cruises, dinner cruises. So Sarasota's become a pretty good sized city. I think you can see there's been a lot of high rises added all the time. Keeps growing and growing. Though they have had those several hurricanes. I'm trying to block the wind from this microphone. Don't know if it's working. Hi. La Barge, Tropical Cruises. Life on the water. Ooh, a plein air painter. Let's check him out. It's kind of tacky. Ticky-tacky. Sorry, La Barge. Bunch of students here. Ooh, good morning. It's looking gorgeous. Are they oils?
Yes.
Lovely. Very nice. It is a little windy, isn't it? Have a good day. Florida Native Garden. Seaside friendly. So it can handle the salt. start this way. Island Park Olympic torch from Los Angeles to Atlanta was carried through the city of Sarasota, July 4th, 1996. It's fun. Didn't know that. Sarasota Bayfront. Oh, they have several sister cities. Treviso in Italy, Xiamen in China, Merida, Mexico, on the Yucatan Peninsula, Rapperswil, Jona, Switzerland, Hamilton, Ontario, Perpignan, France, Vladimir in Russia, Telmond in Israel, and Dunfermline, Scotland. Dunfermline. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I like the hand art of the map. I met someone recently who's the vice president, I think, of the Sister City Foundation, and very nice lady. The sister cities are ways for people in assorted cities to understand each other. There's that boat that was just there at the dock a second ago. It's getting out pretty quick. Okay, 22nd annual exhibition celebrating kindness, respect, and inclusion. It's called Embracing Our Differences, Transformational Power of Art and Education, Celebrate and Promote Our Individuality and Common Humanity. Centerpiece is the juried exhibition before you. 50 artworks and quotations created by student and adult artists and writers, reflecting their interpretation. They're judged separately in blind competitions by volunteer committees and paired together for this exhibit. 122 countries, 46 states, 511 schools. Thanks for that. He ducked. So we'll take a look at those. It's Tuesday morning after 9, so it's not super early, but most of the tourists probably aren't out yet. Dreaming of a better world isn't enough. Doing something to create a better world is. Here's the artwork. Diverse Yet United by Odette Valero from Mexico City. I wonder how old the kids are sometimes. And then the panels are sponsored. Swart Family Foundation. That's nice. This is shells. Kind of resembles sand, but it's lots and lots of shells. People remember you for how you stood out, not how you fit in, says Remus Castellino from Brompton, Canada. And the artwork is called If They Only Knew by Kenneth C.J., Kaduna, Nigeria. Sponsored by several people. I like that they, and then they've got scans if you want to learn more. It's a nice art project, actually, I think. Peter Pan knew that there is not meant to lose. Come here. Let's see, it's hard to read a little bit. Soaring Once Not the Night by John and Wendy. Mr. Darling rushed into the something too late. The birds. No one blames the moon for not being like the sun, says Fazeh Haji Abbas Ali from Tehran, Iran. The art is Reading in Neverland, A Dyslexic Journey by Cheris Pang from Toronto, Canada. In celebration of the life of Ray Swart, sponsored that. It's interesting. It's challenging to read. Some of the letters and some of the are either backwards or not in order. I have not dyslexia, but I have dyscalculia, which is similar but with numbers. Self-compassion is essential. Learning to never give up on ourselves teaches us never to give up on anyone else. She's from Georgia. The art is titled A Test of Focus by Olivia Tellion in Irvine, California. I like that too. Test of focus. One of my issues for sure. I'm going to keep walking, but I want you to be able to see these too because I think they're nice. Appreciate your similarities, cherish your differences. That's from Mrs. Swapna Matthew in Pilani, India. The title of the piece is Weaving Together from Mila Bernardo from Brazil. And beside me here, and when they look at me, I hope they feel my kindness before judging my appearance, says Faria Afros from Buffalo, New York. Self-Acceptance is the title of the piece by Hannah Falk from California. Sorry if I'm stopping so much. I hope that's okay for a walk. You're seeing something, and hopefully you're still walking, still moving on the treadmill or the bike. Paul, are you still moving? We must have the commitment to care, the confidence to dream, the will to act, and the courage to persevere, says Craig Ulam from Sarasota. And, oh yeah, it's a harsh piece, Stolen Spring, from Elena Grom from Buka, Ukraine. Quite a piece. What spring should be like and what it turns out it is like right there, right now. With each story I hear, I gain a piece of the puzzle that is me. That's good. Sierra Dickerson from Sarasota. And the title of the art is Through Your Story, Amanda Marie. She's from Manchester, Connecticut. It's books on a bookshelf. Then in the middle of this, I'll walk through the grass, is a little seating area and play area. Surface is interesting, fake wood, but we have some salamanders here that the kids can climb on, I suppose. And a tortoise, some other creatures from Florida. Panthers are from Florida. Gators. Coral at the entrance, and really an adorable tortoise. Sea turtle? It's good looking, isn't it? Really good looking. And then they've put a surface that's soft by the pirate ship. And tables and chairs. Again, with the background of Sarasota. It's a very pretty city, quite new. Most of the skyscrapers are very new. It's an easy walking city. There's a cute family. One more baby little gazebo. And it is good that people are out enjoying it. It was considered cold this morning, the temperature being 65 Fahrenheit. And I said in Chicago, we'd be thrilled with that. Really thrilled if March 3rd or 4th we had almost 50 degrees. We'd be thrilled, but 65 here is still considered cold. This is called Women Entering Business from Santiago Cornejo in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Change is what we fear the most, yet it's the only way to grow and improve, says Eric Austin from Rochester, New York. I don't know if they sponsored them after they knew what they were or just said, yeah, we'll sponsor a piece of art. Let's see. Choosing to speak when others are silent is an act of bravery this world needs, is the quote by Kim Howard in Bloomington, Indiana. The art piece is called Hide or Shine, Chantima Kaobiktian, Bangkok, Thailand. And they're big. I mean, you can see how big there's a vehicle going behind it. These are big billboards, really. To have your art made into a piece the size of a billboard is pretty amazing. I hope the wind doesn't ruin in this recording because it's really a nice place. Catching the sounds of the birds. I think they're crows. They're not my favorites. Crows or ravens. Yeah. Perfect world is one where every voice is heard, every face is seen, and every heart is valued, says MD. I don't know what that stands for. Faisal Arifin from Bangladesh. Lived in, Lived Through is by Yumi Wu, 12th grade, School of Visual Arts in Flushing, New York. There's a big banyan tree over there, and I do love those a lot. Face by Kuzimo, 11th grade. To remain affiliated to Renmin, University of China. Don't keep an open mind. Share it, says Irene Nicola from Sarasota. I assume the Sarasota school kids get pretty into this. Accept the difference, embrace the difference, be the difference. Our differences are not caged. Leslie Choi, 8th grade from California. I love the tree. I don't love the birds.
They're little green parrots.
What are they?
Parrots.
Oh, they are? Oh, they're parrots.
They're little parrots.
Oh, they're so loud. Much preferable than to what I expected were crows or ravens. I do see them. Yeah, they're fun. They blend in pretty well.
They do.
So many parrots.
But they're pretty noisy.
Yeah. It's a banyan, yeah?
They're not
Yes, that's banyan.
here,
I love banyan trees. How they drop everything down. Hi, cutie. What's your dog's name?
Rosie.
Bercy?
Rosie.
Rosie. Oh, hi, Rosie. How are you? Is Rosie a puppy or no? Whoop, they all just left. Year and a half. She's a cutie. And what's her breed? Oh, so cute. Look at, they're just going in a circle over our heads. I suppose they'll come back. Rosie, hi, you're such a cutie. Oh, really?
Yeah.
They all
Like
They
left
all come.
behind
left
somewhere?
behind,
Oh, gosh.
so they were got out of their cages or whatever.
They're prolific.
And they
Like it here.
They like it here.
That's great.
Similar.
That's great.
They were never here until people brought them